Let's look at some nested parentheses problems here. And remember, we start on the innermost parentheses. So when we look at this, we're going to start here. And in fact, we're going to distribute. So what happens is we're going to get negative 3x minus 18. Now, the 2 hasn't gone anywhere, which is within this parentheses, and we have 9 minus 2. So now what has to happen is we need to combine like terms, and here's our like terms. So we've got 9 minus 2, and then 2 minus 18 is negative 16 minus 3x. And then we can distribute again. So we're going to distribute here. So the 9 hasn't gone anywhere. Negative 2 times negative 16 is positive 32. Negative 2 times negative 3x is positive 6x. And then when we add 9 plus 32, we get 41 plus 6x. Same idea here on this next problem. When we take a look, we have the innermost parentheses here. And we're going to have to distribute that 3x on that parentheses. So there's still a negative 5. And then we have the 2. But now when we distribute, 3x times 12x is 36x squared. 3x times negative 7 is minus 21x. And that's still within the parentheses. And then we have a 1x there. As we take a look in the parentheses, however, we do not have any like terms. X squared is different from x. So now what's going to happen is we can distribute the negative 5. So when we do that, negative 5 times 2 is negative 10. Negative 5 times 36, use Desmos if you need to, or a calculator, gives us negative 180 x squared. Negative 5 times negative 21. Well, negative times negative is positive, and 5 times 21 is 105. And we still have this plus 1x out here. So as we take a closer look here, what we see is that these two terms here are like terms. So we have negative 10 minus 180 x squared plus 106 x. And then lastly, what happens is, let's write it in standard form. And I know it may be in a different video, but standard form means that the highest degree term is first. And then the next highest degree term, which is the 106x, and then the constant is last. So that's standard form there, if I haven't specified that closely enough. Same idea. On this next one, we need to start here. Oh, wrong color. Here, the very innermost. So when we take a look at this one, and we do the very innermost, we're going to distribute the negative 9. So the 18 is not going to go anywhere. But negative 9 times 3x, negative 9 times 3 is negative 27x, and negative 9 times negative 8 is positive 72. And we still have this minus 2 out there. Well, taking a look at this here, we have like terms. This term and this term are like terms. And remember, if you need to, that's a 1x. So the 18 is still here, and 1x minus 27x is negative 26x plus 72. And we also have this minus 2. So we need to distribute again. We're going to distribute the 18. And I'm going to have to use my calculator on this one. Use Desmos. I don't have the option to do that on when I'm making these videos on the iPad. But 18 times negative 26 is negative 468x. And it was negative. 18 times negative 26. Positive times negative. And then 18 times 72. Well, those are both positive. Positive times positive is positive. So we get 1296 minus 2. And lastly here, we look for some like terms. And these two terms are like terms. So we can finish. We'll get negative 468x plus 1294. And again, standard form. Highest degree first. So there's an x. That's going to be the highest degree. X to the first. Last problem on our practice, one more nested parentheses, and we're going to start here, innermost. And when we start on the innermost, we're going to distribute the negative 6. So the 4 is going to stay, the 5 is going to stay, the 8x is going to stay. Negative 6 times x, negative 6x. Negative 6 times negative 13 is 78. Never hesitate to use Desmos or a calculator to get that. You don't want to miss a problem on the state test because you multiplied wrong. So we take a look at this now, and what we see inside our parentheses is that those two terms are like terms. So we still have the 4 plus the 5. 8x minus 6x is 2x plus 78. And now we have to distribute again. And like I said before, I'm going to have to use my calculator on a little bit of it. I can do some. 4 plus 5 times 2x. Positive 5 times positive 2 is positive 10x. Positive times positive. So positive 5 times positive 78 is 390. And then one last time, we need to combine like terms. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to write the 10x first, even though I left it in my highlighter there, because that's the highest degree term. And then to finish, 4 plus 390 is 394.